Hi everybody, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this boho inspired hair and makeup look. So the hair is a little bit hard to see because my hair is so dark, but I have a little fishtail braid on this side and then a cool little braid under here. If you guys have highlights or like blonde hair, I feel like this hairstyle will look sick on you guys, but I still love how it came out and I will definitely be wearing my hair like this for the spring and the summer. I love big beachy waves and I love like that textured, messy look. So since Coachella was last weekend and this weekend, I felt a little bit of the boho inspiration, although I'm all the way on the East Coast. But if you guys want to learn how I got this hair and makeup look, please keep watching. To start off this look, I'm using the Too Faced Bonbon palette. I'm using the color Divinity and I'm applying that on the inner half of my eyelid. Next up, I'm grabbing the color Malted and I'm applying that on the outer third of my eye. I'm keeping the darkest part really in the outer V, and then I'm going to slowly just blend that in towards the cream color. We want to keep all the darkest shades just on the outer V for this look. That way we can create a lot of dimension. Don't go crazy with this brush and the blending. I'm going to go in with a blending brush in a little bit and just kind of smooth out the edges. That way there's no sharp lines or anything like that. This brush is just going to help apply the shadow in the right areas. So once you've done that on both eyes, you're gonna go in with your blending brush. You can pick a little bit more of that same shadow up and then just start blending around all of the sharp lines. We're gonna continue to add a couple more colors to the crease. So again, you don't need to go crazy with the blending right here. In a little bit, we're gonna pick up a larger blending brush and it's gonna help blend everything together nicely. Next, I'm picking up the color Bordeaux and I'm putting that right over the brown color. I wanted the crease to have like a plum shade in it as well. So I started with this one and then I realized that I wanted something a little bit more purple. So after I applied this, I'm actually going in with the darkest plum shade from my Carli Bybel palette just to kind of add a little bit more pigment and more of that purple color that I was going for. So I'm applying that over the Bordeaux shade and then I'm just going to keep blending until it looks nice. Grabbing a little bit more of that dark plum shade with my pencil brush, I'm applying this on my lower lash line. For this look, I'm going to do a pretty wide lower lash line. I'm going to apply a couple different shades. I actually really love how it came out. I think it looks really smoky and really nice. So first, I'm just going in with that purple, and I'm going to have it thicker towards the end and then a little bit thinner as you get towards the other end of your eye. So then I'm just grabbing a blending brush and I'm just going to blend that work out that I did. That way it's going to make it look a little bit thicker, but it's not going to make it look too dark. You're going to want to blend the lower lash line in with the crease just to give it a nice finished look. I'm then going in with my larger blending brush. This has nothing on it and I'm just going to blend it up towards my eyebrow. To line my upper lash line, I'm using this dark plum eyeliner by ColourPop. It's called Best O Liner. And normally I like to use a liquid liner, but I wanted to use a pencil today so I can kind of smudge it and make it look a little bit more smudged, because I feel like no boho look is complete without like a smudge, messy liner look. I'm using my pencil brush just to smudge out the end, as I had just talked about. You can really use like a Q-tip or anything if you don't have this type of brush. But I'm also applying this shade right in my lower lash line. If you guys want to use black in place of it, you could do that as well. I just kind of wanted to try something different for today's look. And then for lashes, I am using these wispy ones by Ardell, and I applied, I don't know the exact number on the edges of them, but I will list it below for you guys. For mascara, I'm using this one by Tarte. I have like the little mini sample version of it. I like this one because it doesn't leave your lashes too clumpy. So I mean, it gives you that option if you don't want them too clumpy. But again, still, I'm in the process of finding a new favorite mascara. So I'll let you guys know if I ever find one that is my new absolute favorite. So I don't want you thinking every makeup look that I do, you have to buy every single product I'm using. I'm still in the process of finding new favorites with this whole cruelty-free thing. So again, I will keep you guys posted when I find like an amazing product. To highlight my tear ducts and underneath my brows, I'm using this light pink shade from my Carli Bybel palette. then next I'm going in with the Anastasia single shadow in the color Caramel. I'm applying this underneath the purple just to give it a little bit more depth and dimension under my eyes. To bronze up my face, I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. As you can see, mine's basically empty. I need to buy a new one. This has been my favorite for a while. I'm grabbing that same shade that I highlighted with, and I am highlighting my nose. I'm also highlighting under my nose and on my Cupid's bow. For blush, I'm going in with this nude blush palette by BH. It's only $10. I am using this like mauve shade, and you only need a little bit. It's very pigmented, so I'm just applying a little bit and then doing circular motions to really blend it in nicely. Then over that, I'm using the Kat Von D foundation just to blend in the contour and the blush. That way nothing looks too harsh and it looks more natural. For lip liner, I am using the color Dopey by ColourPop. It's only $5, which is amazing, and I knew I wanted to use one of the new Anastasia liquid lipsticks, so I decided to choose the color Catnip, and this lip liner just matched perfectly. Whenever I like to apply liquid lipsticks, I always like to do a liner first. That way when you're using a darker color, you have lines to color in, because I've noticed sometimes if you don't use a liner, you can get the liquid lipstick a little too far out of your lips, and I feel like with the reds and the darker pinks like this, it always stains your skin and it never looks as good, so just a little tip. And then to finish off the look, I am using the Gerard Cosmetics Lavender Finishing Spray. Moving on to hair, the first thing that you want to do is put some big loose waves. So what I've been doing lately is I just split my hair down the middle and I push it all to the front, and then I just start grabbing random pieces. And today I'm using the Nicole Guerrero Gold wand. I believe this is the 1-inch wand, and I'm just doing random pieces all throughout my hair. If you guys want more thickness or more length to your hair, you can always add a pair of clip-in extensions. I'm not wearing any, but the ones that I do recommend are also by Bellamy. I have a coupon code for anyone interested. So again, I'm just grabbing random sections, small and some large, and I'm just curling my hair. You guys have seen me curl my hair a million times, so I'm going to speed this all up, but my only tip is just touch the hair while it's on the wand, and when you feel the heat coming through, that's when you know it's done. So once I've finished this side, I'm using the Mai Tai Spritzer Sea Salt Spray, and I am just applying this all throughout my hair. Then I'm using the Triple Sec 3-in-1. This just gives your hair some nice texture without it feeling too sticky or too hard. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So once you're all finished, you can just spray a little bit more of the sea salt spray, a little bit more of the texture spray, and until you like how it looks. I'm not using any hairspray for this look because I like it more soft and beachy looking. So I'm gonna add a fishtail braid to the left side of my hair. So I'm just taking like a medium-sized section and I'm gonna start fishtail braiding. For anyone who doesn't know how to fishtail, I'm gonna leave this in regular time. That way I can maybe teach you if you haven't learned before. So all you're gonna wanna do is section your hair into 2 pieces. The section closest to my head, I'm gonna call section 1, and then the back piece I'm gonna call section 2. So I'm taking a little piece from section 2 and crossing it over to section 1. And then I'm grabbing a piece from section 1, crossing it over and putting it in with section 2. And you're just gonna continue this over and over again. It's just back and forth crisscross. So it's actually really easy. It's just a little bit more time consuming. So again, you're just gonna take one piece from section 1, cross it over and put it into section 2, take a piece from section 2, cross it and put it into section 1. So again, just take your time with this, and at first you're gonna be like, I feel like this is doing nothing, but after you do it a couple times, you'll see the fishtail braid really start to come together. So when I'm doing the fishtail braid, I always like to do it a little tighter, and then I will eventually pull it all apart. I'm using like a little black elastic that I got from the drugstore to secure it in place. And I'm just gonna start pulling apart the braid. I want this to look super messy, so I'm just gonna keep playing with it until it's as wide as I want and until it's messy as I want. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now, but I'm gonna keep pulling it apart throughout this video, you'll see. So on the other side of my hair, I'm gonna section off the top part, put it to the other side, and then I'm gonna do a little braid underneath that section. That way it kind of peeks through when I have my hair down. Like I said in the intro, if you guys have highlights or if you have lighter hair, this hairstyle will look really cool. Since my hair is kind of all one color and it's a little bit dark, you can't really see the braids as well, especially on camera with these lights. But I'm just doing a regular braid on this side. I'm doing this one a little bit looser, and then I'm going to do the same thing once I get to the bottom. I'm going to secure it with an elastic, and I'm going to slowly pull out little pieces of it to make it wider and to make it more prominent so it sticks out when my hair goes back on top of it. So it's really all about preference. If you guys want this to be a tight braid, you can do that and maybe add a couple more, or you can just keep pulling it out and make it look a lot wider than it really is. So I love pulling out my braids. I think it makes it look so much cooler. So I have these little flyaways that I straightened, and they're super annoying, and of course standing straight out. So I'm just actually using my Anastasia brow gel, and this is like the brown one. Usually I'll use a clear brow gel, but I couldn't find it. But I'm just applying a little bit, and it just makes your flyaways stay down, which is nice. So just a little trick if any of you guys have a clear brow gel, or even like a brown one if it matches your hair, try it out, and it's like gel on the go. So now that I've pulled out the braid a little bit more, I love how this hair looks, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit more of that sea salt spray, and that is it. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment below, as always, and let me know what you guys want to see next week. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.